one commodity only. And this dialogue was taking place in Paris. Maybe will get us somewhere.
Yeah, but what should be the result of the Paris conference in order to satisfy the OPEC countries?
Well, we are very interested because we've been advocating that dialogue, and we think it is essential. It's a bit late. I wish that started a long time ago. But since we are talking and interested to talk with each other and to understand each other's point of view and difficulties, we can reach a satisfactory conclusion and reasonable and compromise.
If there's no result in Paris, do you think the OPEC countries or the oil countries will raise the price even further than it is imagined today?
No. The oil producing countries in OPEC all are associated with those countries in the West, and they have common interest and common goal. We think what we are going to get from oil, it's not only for us, it's being shared, and vice versa. So OPEC countries cannot isolate themselves. They are part of this world. So really, whatever we do, we will do it together. And I don't think, and I don't like the idea which we presented sometimes in the press that OPEC countries are identity by themselves. They are not. They are part of this globe. They're communicating with it. And I hope all decisions we take, it is part for humanity in general. And the other side also should understand the OPEC point of view.
Excellency, many historians has pointed out that since the big oil crisis in 1973, when oil prices were raised, there has been a power shift from the Western world towards the oil countries. How have you been able to feel this increased power of yours? Well, or have you been able to feel it?
Well, we feel that people are more interested in our part of the world. We've been trying to create that interest for many years. And I think after the oil crisis, which happened because also it's been ignored for many years. I mean, this commodity been sold very cheaply in the past. I personally shouldn't like to see it goes all over a sudden. If we started it earlier, we will have a better conclusion. But there is a delay, no doubt about it, and that happened such a way in a crisis, because a crisis is a crisis. If you keep it away, it will explode one day, and that's what happened in 73. There is anything that's been settled. But to reply to your question, we are happy that we see countries who have interest, we've been interested in dealing with them, are interested in things happening in our part of the world, and I think that's been useful to us and to other countries. It's very useful, I think, this interest instead of just dealing with each other without knowing each other. That's the way I look at it.
Do you think it's easier for you to put through your points of view after 1973?
When people are ready to listen, yes.
Do you think that this new power the oil countries have got will rest there, that there has really been a change in history, or will the power return to the Western world?
Well, I won't call it change of history, I'll call it development of history. So this is part of development of a human society. And I think in our part of the world, we've been working after a long time of colonial presence in our part of the world for centuries. We get rid of that and we start building our own society for the better. And what happened in 73 is just part of this renaissance in the Middle East. And the Western world is cooperating with us in having a better life. So really I look at it, it is a continuity of history. People go forward, and we hope all people of the world will go forward.
How has Bahrain used its oil money? I know you have spent a lot of money on development, but have you used it in other ways, for instance, investing in Western firms and so on?
Well, as you know, Bahrain income of oil is very little compared to the Middle East standard.
But you were the first to have the oil.
We are the first, true. And we invested it in the infrastructure first. We concentrated on social services. First, we were the first to have free education, first to have free medical health service. And then we are cracking on solving the problem of housing and other essential services for the public. Then we moved to the area of industrialization, and we are the first to have aluminium industry in the whole Middle East. We started it. Now Bahrain is becoming the center of banks in the whole Middle East. I mean, the confidence we created, the billions moving in Bahrain is bigger than our own resources. So I think during the last 30 years, we were building our society to accept such situation, and we are very happy with the achievement we had. Certainly we are looking for more and more, but it takes time.
Thank you. Just a moment, I want to change the magazine. I have one. But Your Excellency, how have you secured your future? I mean, oil is running out one day, and they have said the Bahraini wells will be among those who will run dry first. How have you secured your future?
Well, I think this is the question being asked in our part of the world, and that doesn't apply only on Bahrain, but on all oil-producing countries, because value of oil will change. It's going to dry, or the value of it will change. So we are going through a very intensive study and research. How can we survive later? And in Bahrain in particular, we are first working on two dimensions. One dimension locally and one regionally, because we believe as an area we should cooperate. And we are cooperating with our neighbors in this aspect in industrialization. We have our own small industry, but we believe that small industry cannot survive in the world we are having. So actually we are having cooperation with our neighbors, the Saudis and the Kuwaitis, to have industry in such a manner to be spread in the area, and that will be productive and something to keep the countries concerned on. And the investment, the area is putting on.
Sorry, we had a break.
This cooperation among the countries in the area is the answer for your question, what we are going to do. And we are investing collectively, heavily, in having industrialized society, not to compete with the very well-established industry in the world, but industries which we can do in our part of the world. For example, when I speak about aluminum industry, we have the cheapest gas in the world, and therefore we can produce it cheaper than countries, other countries where they don't have gas. Speaking about petrochemicals, for example, that would be a possibility. So there are possibilities for industries, which is not repetition, but a genuine industry which could develop and prosper. So the answer is yes, we are studying, we are planning to have an alternative to oil in the future.
Stop the... I'll pose a question again. So you said you were investing the petro money in development and industry in Bahrain, but have you, like the Kuwaitis and Saudis, also invested in Western companies? I mean, put some of your money in Western firms.
I wish we can. Actually, in Bahrain, we mostly invest in locally. We don't have that surplus. We do on a very small scale, but not in large scale because, as I explained at the beginning, that Bahrain income is just sufficient to keep us going. And so the answer is not really, we don't.
But where is that? Is it in the United Kingdom or the United States or?
No, all over actually. In Bahrain we have the currency board, which really is supervise Bahrain investment abroad, and this part of our reserve. So we do have some association with many countries, mostly Western European countries, but we don't have funds to invest or buy in industry and other investment. No, we don't.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Skal vi sige det godt to, eller vil du have?
Ja, jeg tror, du lige har snakket lidt, så tager vi et skiltbind her bagfra.
Yeah, no. It was Cincinnati.
I had Cincinnati and I had to prepare a few things for today also. And you know, you're also from the
Yes, I get on på grund af farvefilmen, står det.
Since you have an opportunity to see.
Yes. That was interesting.
Ja, Monique, vi kan. Vi skal jo ikke forhandle for. And I don't know how much you heard about the agenda today, but since we could discuss this morning, what items we are going to discuss.
Yes, so I think the meeting will be in the afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, we have 2-3 hours in the afternoon to go through the whole. Especially, I began to discuss also your interests. You're not only your interests, but I have read your speech from you and what you said about the news talk, so I don't know what.
Well,
And there I would be glad to explain our
I don't think we have shortage of subjects.
No, I don't think.
I have to be